This girl spent her family's entire life savings on a mobile game. At school, her teacher noticed that she was playing games in class. Her teacher told her mother that she was addicted to pay-to-win games. At first, her mother didn't believe her ears. When she checked her bank account, she only saw 7 cents, and she was shocked. Her daughter had spent $64,000 in 4 months, and she was only 13. Her mother had given her her debit card and PIN number for emergencies. The daughter had been deleting the transaction history. She had even been pushed to spending money on her friends' accounts. And this isn't the only case of this happening.
Microtransactions have become a defining failure of the modern gaming industry, particularly in gacha games, where randomized reward mechanics encourage players to spend money on virtual items or characters. These games, often free to play, generate revenue by leveraging psychological principles, while their accessibility and engaging mechanics have made them immensely popular, especially among younger audiences. They've also raised significant concerns about their societal and individual impacts. Understanding how they function, the economic hierarchies that they create, and their societal impact is shocking and crucial to assessing their role in today's society. The parallels between gacha games and gambling have drawn significant scrutiny. In-game items such as loot boxes are designed to mimic the same addictive endorphins as gambling, like the intermittent reinforcement of rewards and the illusion of control. This resemblance has prompted debates over whether gacha games and loot boxes should actually be classified and regulated the same way gambling is. Studies have linked loot boxes to the gateway hypothesis, which suggests that exposure to gambling-like systems in games may actually normalize gambling behaviors and increase the risk of developing gambling disorders later in life. These concerns are heightened by the easy, free access of gacha games, often marketed through social media platforms and readily available to children and adolescents. From a societal perspective, gacha games reflect and reinforce broader patterns of inequality. The spending hierarchies they create, in a way, actually mirror economic disparities in real life, where those with greater financial resources gain more advantages. Additionally, gaming as an industry has historically been male-dominated, with women and marginalized groups often sidelined as consumers rather than active participants in development or decision-making roles. The emphasis on microtransactions and the status associated with in-game spending can exacerbate these dynamics, further entrenching exclusivity and actually limiting inclusivity within the gaming community. Critics argue that gacha game microtransactions exploit vulnerable players, prioritizing profit over well-being. The addictive nature of these games can actually lead to financial harm for some individuals, especially those who struggle with impulse control or lack awareness of how much they're actually spending. For example, children and adolescents may not actually fully understand the monetary value of in-game purchases or the psychological tactics at play.
Despite those concerns, microtransactions has transformed the gaming industry, enabling developers to sustain free-to-play games while generating substantial profits. This model has democratized across to gaming, making it possible for anyone with a smartphone or computer to participate. However, it also shifts the financial burden to a small subset of players, often through manipulative game design practices. While whales are the economic backbone of the system, their disproportionate influence raises ethical questions about fairness and the sustainability of such revenue models. Gacha games like Genshin Impact, Brawl Stars, and Cookie Run Kingdom operate through a system where players use in-game currency, often purchased with real money, to obtain randomized rewards. These rewards range from random items to common items to rare and highly desirable characters or upgrades. The random nature of these rewards mirrors the gaming mechanics, as players invest money without any guarantee of receiving the outcome they desire. This design taps into psychological triggers such as the dopamine rush associated with the anticipation and the excitement of winning, which can lead to repeated spending. This economic model creates a social hierarchy within games. In conclusion, the gacha games and their reliance on microtransactions represent a complex interplay of technology, psychology, and societal dynamics. However, they have also raised critical questions about exploitation, addiction, and inequality. As this game continues to grow in popularity, it is essential to examine their broader impact, ensuring that they remain enjoyable and fair while protecting vulnerable players from harm.